for Cleveland. Anderson is out there with Jones. Then there's Hairston. Then there's Mirza Teletovic. And it's Bilar in at the pivot, manning the middle. Jones, the pass to Bilar. Jones dishes to Anderson. Teletovic's shot is good. And Cleveland leads by 14.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Thomas, good.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
Feeds it to Teletovic. Hairston kicks to Jones. Wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hairston's got his first basket.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Grant kicks to Iguodala. And it's blocked. Here is Hairston. To the paint. It's tipped. Iguodala with the steal. Thomas down low. Working on Teletovic. Vujacic the pass to Thomas. To the inside. Here's Hontic. It's deflected. There's the dish to Anderson. The three. Good. Anderson's got 9.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Cleveland leading by 15. He feeds it to Teletovic. Hairston kicks to Anderson. No good on the three.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And the foul called on P.J. Hairston. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Grant against Jackson. 5 on the clock. Outside for Thomas. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep, though.
Here's Bennett. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Simmons got 7.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Bennett. Another 3 for Cleveland.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
No good from Grant.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
They set the pick. Johnson kicks to Bennett. Cleveland moving the ball around. No good from Simmons.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Webster. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Johnson kicks to Bennett. Inside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And the pass to Ontic. The rebound by Bennett.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Here's Marjanovic. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it? Oh,
Well,
man.
speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that. But I will say, it sure looks fun, doesn't it?
Jackson dishes to Early. Off target with that shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Cleveland ahead. Ending. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. That'll be a 5-second call.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Anderson outside to the wing right side. Teletovic in the post, and it's blocked. Early out there with Peruanti. Then it's Vujicic. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Fredette in a point guard.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
And Teletovic kicks to Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Hairston. Oh! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
They get it back. Early. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
There's the pick. And finished off by Hairston.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. Really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Hairston against Iguodala. Grant outside. To the middle. Here's Ontic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over him.
Thomas with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Teletovic passes to Jones. Fires from the corner. The kick out to Anderson. There's a screen. Hairston against Iguodala. Here's Teletovic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal.
On defense, Cleveland. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Vujicic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Cleveland.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Here's Marjanovic. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
Banked in off the glass. Cleveland leading by 23. And Simmons kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Nice shot by Bennett.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Johnson kicks to Jackson. Pass to Bennett. He dishes it to Johnson. Another 3 for Cleveland.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Cleveland.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Johnson. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And Webster kicks to Rush. Dishes to Felix. Passes to Webster. Down low. Rush. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad. I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Jackson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. He kicks to Rush. It's tipped. Pulls it from the elbow. That one a little long. Simmons dishes to Johnson. Fires for 3. Misses. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in it.